how does the person handle it if they are vulnerable and it's not reciprocated? I mean, it's not embraced by the other person. Which does
Mhm.
happen, right? And that kept me for years from being vulnerable, for years,
Mhm.
because I constantly thought if I let that guard down, I'm going to get hurt, because I was,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? And I didn't know how to not make it me.
Mhm.
You know what I
Well, that's
mean? Like
why
it
it's
was my
important.
fault.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you never want to do it again because it's
Right.
like I share that side of myself, which is, you know, unfortunate because it's the most beautiful side. That's what makes us beautiful is when we can explore consciously dark places and be loved for them unconditionally. And it all comes back to your relationship with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It really does, because if you are strong in that, and there's no end goal, right? It's not like, ding, the toast is ready. Like I have finally built a great relationship with myself, and now I am, shielded from all the pains of life. It's a constant. We're disciples of life, and we're
Yeah.
we're we're always top of one mountain is bottom of the next. So we're always going to be tested. But the difference is we have this compounded interest of experience after experience. Once we continue to pour our cup just a little bit more, I love myself a little bit more, I'm more connected, I'm making all these choices, I'm kind to myself, everything adds up till one day, yes, you're vulnerable, but one day you can realize, okay, that's on them. This is their story, this is their reaction. Like,
Mm-hmm.
poor person that that they're still so locked behind their own safeguarding that they're unable to you know receive this as as me sharing something beautiful. And you know that's why it all kind of comes in together this way. And um and
It
and
really
that's
comes
why
down the
now you're able
foundation.
to be vulnerable again, probably because when you are strong again with yourself, then you can say things and not expect others to react in a certain way either.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, it really does come down to your foundation, which is yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
strengthening that, because I think about my reaction now to being vulnerable. And I am vulnerable on this podcast because I'm sharing stories that I have never shared with anybody.
Mm.
And as I begin to share them, of course, there's a little check in me going, shh, shh, don't go there. Don't share that. And then I think, no, because it could help somebody else. And it's
Yeah.
just my story. It's just what happened. I have been able to take that sting out of it's not me. It's,
Mm-hmm.
it's separating who I am from what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I am human, and it's really freeing. It is absolutely freeing. And I still get a check in my heart when I go to tell a vulnerable story, and one that I've never shared, but I know that it's going to help others. And it's not my identity. It's not who I am. It's just a story.
Exactly.
It's just a story.
Exactly. Absolutely. And that's the idea, is when you move away from identifying yourself with the external, and these stories become just stories. They
Mm-hmm.
become building blocks for our awareness and for the realization of who we are today. And they served their purpose in our lives. And if they can serve a purpose of letting other people understand how a situation can affect them, and that it's okay to feel certain types of ways when you're in a moment where you need to hear that, then that's a beautiful purpose for those stories again to continue. But yeah, we are not those, we are not our past, we are not our parents, we are not our whoever we look like in the family. We are ourselves, and we
Mm-hmm.
can even be different than we were yesterday. We can change that every day. um as long as we feel like we're in our heart and we're following a connected path within that's closest to what we need to be happy. um that's beautiful.